Hi everybody, welcome to Barbells and Battlefields. My name is Salah, and today is our first Saiyan Strongman's how-to-dos. Today we're going to be going over some pressing work, beginning with the Javelin Press, moving then to the Earthquake Overhead Press, and finally we're going to finish up with the multi-grip Tricep Pushdown. Let's get inside. Alrighty, so the first exercise of the day is going to be the Javelin Press. Now, the Javelin Press is primarily a stability exercise, and its main function is going to be adding to your overall power during your press. If you're moving around too much, if you're not stable, it becomes a lot harder to finish something like a log or an axle or just any overall overhead. So, we're going to start by placing our feet about shoulder width apart. We'll grab the center of the bar. We'll bring it up to our shoulders. And I'm going to rotate so you can see it from the other side. Now, the whole time, you want to keep your wrist neutral with your elbow. If you find that you are bending back, which is usually the case, it means you have a weakness in your wrist. Now, you really want to fight the entire time to keep that wrist neutral. Now, you're going to get a lot more power out of it over time as you get used to it, and it's also important for your shoulder health. So, if you find that you can't go all the way down to your shoulder with a neutral wrist, you'll find whatever kind of position that's more comfortable, and you'll start from there. For me, I can do it from here, so we'll start. Now, as we do this, we keep our core tight, we put our hand out for stability, and we begin to press. 1, 2, 3. Now we want to aim for about 4 to 6 reps. Remembering to breathe as we go as well. Finally, at the end, we'll do a 6 to 8 second hold. 1, 2, 3. Now as we do this, we continue to keep our core tight, and we continue to breathe. Complete the set, go down, and switch to the other side. This is a great exercise for both before and after your pressing lifts, whether it be bench, log, overhead of any kind. That's the Javelin Press, try it out. Of the Earthquake Overhead Press is stability and power. Because of the nature of the lift, it becomes a lot more difficult to complete it and also control the weight back down to your chest and shoulders. So, we're going to start off by taking whatever kind of resistance bands you have. The stronger the better, especially the stronger that you are and the heavier you want to go with the Earthquake portion of the press. These are 100-pound bands, and we're going to start off with 45 pounds. So we start by taking it, putting it through the hole, making sure it's even, and onto the bar. Now normally I don't always recommend using clips, but with any kind of earthquake setup, you want to make sure that the weight's clipped on. So sticking with the theme of pressing, I'm going to show you the proper and best way to wrap your wrist wraps. So you're going to start off by taking the finger loop and placing it between your pinky and your ring finger. Now you use that to hold as you begin to wrap around. You want to keep your wrist neutral as you do this. Wrap around once, come over and back a little bit, back up towards the top, and one more back around, and we finish off. Now this is also legal for powerlifting, because in powerlifting you're usually not allowed to have the finger loop on when you begin your press. So yeah, that's a good way to wrap your wrist wraps. So when you're first beginning to learn this press, you're going to want to start a lot lighter than this, maybe 10 pounds on each side. I've been doing this for a long time, so we'll start pretty comfortably with these 45s. So you begin by taking your grip. I have a decently wide grips, but nothing too crazy, something that's comfortable for me. Get about shoulder width apart. Our core begins to tighten. We get under the bar, unrack, and walk out. Now immediately it's going to begin to shake, and my wrists are going to want to cave back, but it's important to stay neutral during this. Then we begin the press. 1. Straight up, putting your head through, controlling on the way down, making sure your core stays tight. You want to breathe as you do it too. So big breath in. Take a couple steps back. And re-wrap. That's the earthquake press. Alright, so the final exercise of the day is going to be a Saiyan Strongman original, the multi-grip Tricep Pushdown. Now this is good for overall triceps. You're going to hit your triceps with several different angles. It's good for muscle building, strength building, overall muscular endurance. Now, when you have it set up, you're going to want to have it set up to where the beginning of the lift starts at about your forehead height or a little bit taller. Nothing to all the way to the top. Otherwise, you're going to create unnecessary tension for the pushdown. So, we're going to start on the outer grip, which is a neutral grip. And we're going to start at a decently lightweight. And we're going to go for about 8 reps per position. 1, 2, 3. Now you notice as I push down, I push my wrists all the way through. This will be important for getting the full extension of the tricep. Now, once we complete the 8, we re-grip, again neutral, but this time a little bit closer on the bar, and we'll go for another 6 to 8. Adjust how close you are to it accordingly. Don't ever want to be too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I'm going to go to a more regular grip, and we're going to get closer again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the final one is the most narrow. We're going to go for another 8. Now if you drop the whole lift, you should also be breathing. So before you begin each one, now to get the most out of this lift, you want to push the volume and you want to push the weight. So you want to start at a very light and comfortable weight. Go for about 8 to 10 reps per position. Go up anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds per set. And with each set, lower the reps per position slightly. So for example, the second set should be 6 to 8. The third set should be 5, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the neutral grip, multi-grip pushdown. Hopefully today you guys enjoyed our how to do video and learned something that you could apply to your everyday workouts and improve your overhead press. Like and subscribe to Barbells and Battlefields, Strength and Gaming for more videos like this. We'll see you next time. Thank you. I swear I don't have a problem.